Hello friends and welcome to StudyIQ. I am Joycey Joy and today in this lecture we will discuss about the CAG report on Rafale deal. The report of the Controller and Auditor General of India, that is the CAG, on the acquisition of 36 Rafale fighter jets from France was recently tabled in the Parliament. So we will see what are the highlights of the report in this lecture. But before we move on to the highlights, let us first understand what is CAG and what are the constitutional provisions of CAG or Controller and Auditor General. So CAG is a constitutional body which is mentioned in Constitution under Article 148. So it is a constitutional body and it is a body for which the appointment is made by the President of the country. So President appoints the Controller and Auditor General, and the removal of Controller and Auditor General shall be in a manner and also on the grounds like a judge of a Supreme Court. Now, Article 149 of Indian Constitution talks about the duties and powers of the Controller and Auditor General. So, the main or the primary duty or the function of CAG is to check the accounts of the Union government and various state governments and also various bodies prescribed in the law that is enacted by the Parliament. And Article 151 of Indian Constitution deals with the report of the CAG. So, an annual report has to be submitted by the CAG to the President in case of Union government and to the governors in case of the state government. So, Article 151 of Constitution says that the CAG report shall be presented to the President in case of the Union government, and President will table the report in both the houses of the Parliament. And in case of state government report, it has to be given to the governor of the state, and the governor shall be responsible to table the report on the state legislature. So these are the constitutional provisions of CAG or the Controller and Auditor General. Now coming to the importance or the significance of the Controller and Auditor General. Firstly, the CAG ensures the executive's accountability to the Parliament or in case of state legislatures to the State Legislative Assembly. So it is a check on the accountability. Secondly, CAG is an agent of the Parliament and CAG is responsible only to the Parliament, not to the Council of Ministers or to the Executive. So responsibility is directly to the Parliament. So these are the significance of the post of CAG. So in the recent few months, there were lots of controversies surrounding the Rafale deal, and now CAG has submitted its report regarding Rafale deal to the Parliament. So we will look into it in detail. But before that, I would like to inform you that StudyIQ is providing pen drive courses for various competitive examinations like the SSC bank coaching, UPSC optionals, SSC JEE exams, teaching courses, various railway examinations, defense examinations, RBI grade B, NABARD grade A examination, UGC NET, UPSC Civil Services Examination, various law examinations like the CLAT exam for various state PSCs and also for various professional courses. For more details, please visit our website www.studyiq.com or you can make a call to any of these numbers for more details. Now coming back to our topic, let us understand what was the Rafale deal on. So Rafale is a twin-engine medium multi-role combat aircraft or MMRCA. So tenders for 126 MMRCA fighters were issued by India in the year 2007. So in 2007, it was an open competition between companies including the Dassault Aviation of France. And in the year 2012, Dassault was announced as the lowest bidder. Later in 2015, the Defense Minister announced the previous 126 fighter jet deal to be dead. And on Indian Prime Minister's visit to France in the year 2015, India's intention to buy 36 Rafale aircraft in flyaway condition was announced. So this is briefly about the deal. Now coming to the audit report. CAG, that is Controller and Auditor General report, has examined about the deal for 36 Rafale aircraft signed between India and France in the year 2016. So the purpose of this assessment made by the CAG is to understand or to assess where the objectives of the Indo-France joint statement by the DAC or Defense Acquisition Council was achieved in the deal. So we have seen that in the year 2007, during the bidding process, a particular amount was quoted by the company. So that was for 126 Rafale jets. So CAG had to compare the latest deal, that is the deal for purchase of 36 Rafale jets with that of the price bid in 2017 for 126 jets. So now let us see what were the highlights of the report that was submitted by the CAG to the Parliament. Now if we look at a general conclusion of the CAG report, this conclusion says that the 2016 agreement, that is the purchase of 36 jets, is slightly better in terms of both pricing and delivery than the 2007 deal. So the report was in favor of the present government, stating that the present deal, that is the deal in 2016, that is better both in terms of pricing and also in terms of delivery conditions. So we will see in detail what are the highlights of the CAG report. First, coming to the price comparison. The 2016 deal that was made through the IGA or intergovernmental agreement between Indian government and the French government. So the 2016 deal is 2.86% cheaper than the earlier deal. So the earlier deal was made by the UPA government. Now in 2016 the deal is made by the new government, that is the NDA government, which came into power in the year 2014. So the report says that in terms of price, it is cheaper by 2.86% than the previous deal that was made by the previous government. And the report also highlights that in total there could be a saving of 17.08% in terms of cost. So this is the highlight that this report puts regarding the price comparison with that of 2016 deal and the previous deal. And remember that the whole controversy regarding the Rafale deal was regarding its pricing details. The defense minister refused to share the price details on Rafale purchase, citing the security agreement provisions. So the whole controversy started with the pricing issue. So according to CAG report, it is cheaper than the previous deal. Now secondly, coming to the delivery schedule, according to CAG report, there was an improvement of 1 month in 2016 contract. So in the earlier bid, 72 months were required. Now in the new bid in 2016, 71 months are only required. So slightly there is a 1 month difference in delivery schedule in the second bid, that is in 2016 intergovernmental agreement between India government and French government. So in terms of delivery schedule also, CAG report highlights that the second deal is better than the first one. Now the third one is regarding the bank guarantee. In the first deal, that is in 2007, the cost of bank guarantee was also embedded in the offer. So in 2016 deal, there is no such guarantee, and therefore the cost of bank guarantee is not included. So this will amount to additional savings. And the CAG audit report also observed that the cost savings in the absence of a bank guarantee, the company would be transferring this benefit to the government of India. So this will make additional cost savings on the deal. So this was regarding the absence of bank guarantee. And fourth one regarding the number of jets. So in the earlier deal, as we have discussed, it was 126 jets, and in the new one it is only 36 jets. Now the CAG observed that when the number is brought down from 126 to 36, there will be a wide gap in the operational preparedness of the Indian Air Force. So the CAG also finds out that there is no such proposal made by the Defense Ministry in order to fill the gap of operational preparedness. But the Ministry of Defense has informed the CAG that it has issued a fresh request for information for new fighter aircraft to fill the gap. So this is another observation made by the CAG. And now coming to the government claims, the government claims that one or each a basic aircraft without enhancements were like 9% cheaper than the previous deal. So there is a cost saving by 9% in the 2016 deal compared to the 2007 deal. So this is the first claim made by the government, and this is regarding the basic aircraft. So basic aircraft means aircraft without any enhancements. But in case of basic aircraft, the CAG report finds that there is no difference in pricing or cost savings in the 2007 and 16 deals. Now, even though CAG has come up with all these highlights, there are still controversies surrounding this issue. First of all, the original issue of bringing down the total acquisition from 126, that is regarding the numbers, 126 to 36 aircraft. So this issue has not been given much attention by the CAG. So CAG has definitely asked the government for an explanation, and Defense Ministry has given an explanation as well. But due importance has not been given to one of the main issues, that is reduction in the number of aircrafts. So that is one issue that is still remaining. And secondly, as we have discussed, there would be a cost saving of total 17% according to the CAG report. But CAG has failed to properly document how this 17% savings would happen. So this is second issue that is concerned with the report. So we can say that there is still a lack of transparency or a bit opaqueness involved with the Rafale deal. So this has to be cleared by the government. You can find the PDF of this lecture on my Facebook page, and for any queries regarding your UPSC preparations, please get in touch with me on my Facebook page, or you can email me at joyce.studyiq@gmail.com. Thank you.